What a beautiful day it's been here in Cornwall today. It's been absolutely gorgeous. The sun's been shining. There's been little gentle breeze, hardly anything to talk about. And it's been no rain. And of course, the hour changed last Sunday, so we're still light outside. However, I'm here to bring you up to date with what's going on in We Share Abundance rather than the weather forecast for Cornwall. So we should be broadcasting live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We are the United States of the world, and we are on a mission to banish poverty. We're an emerging nation. We've been around for just about 3 years, and we are now building our economy. We already have in place the foundation. We've got our own treasury, social services, currency, this sort of thing. And we're now building our economy through our own industries within our community, and also through affiliate programs with other opportunities. Anything that will generate income is good for the community. The more income we generate, the better it is for the community. The richer we become as a community, the more benefit it is to our members. Who can be a member? Anybody. We welcome people from all over the world, from every continent, country, colour, class, creed, gender, financial status, educational level, background, whatever else you can think of, fat, thin, old, young, doesn't matter. We just see people as human beings. We're non-separatist. We don't pigeonhole people. We say, okay, everybody's just a human being, part of our big family. We recognize that every human being is unique and so has something unique to offer our community. And so every human being is of equal value to our community and is treated as such. With that said, I'm going to head over to Facebook, because our Facebook group is where we tend to get most of the comments, and it's also, if anything goes wrong, it's usually the link up between the Melon app that we use to stream and the Facebook connection. So I'm going to head over there right now, but Lewis from Portugal is already in the comments on YouTube, and it'll be probably a while before we get comments coming up in Facebook, but I'm in Facebook now, and I'm going to be looking for the group We Share Abundance Publicly. And when I get there, I'm going to be looking for the 27th of March, and we got that. And I'm going to make sure my speakers are off so that we don't get feedback. And then I'm going to click on this little thing that says click to expand, and we should get the comment panel that we have. And we'll be getting started in a moment with our usual little short prayer. And the little short prayer is there to help you find true happiness in life. Happiness can't be bought. You can only win it through loving service to other people. It doesn't matter how much money you've got, you won't necessarily be happy. There are lots of people who have a lot of money and they're not happy. There are also people that don't have a fortune, vast fortunes of money, but they're unbelievably happy, and they are contented as well, because everything they want and need automatically flows to them. And you will find that if you adopt that attitude of loving service to others, you will be happier than you can imagine, and everything that you want and need in life will just manifest for you. It's a much better route than trying to chase money. Chasing money is very difficult. Very few people are successful at it. The ones that are can accumulate large fortunes. I admit that, but it doesn't necessarily make them happy. They're always looking for more money, more houses, more relationships, more time, more, I need more power, more something. They don't know what it is that they're searching for. They're searching for happiness. They can only get it through loving service to others. So if you search for that loving service first, everything else you want in life will come to you. We'll follow our little prayer with a short affirmation, and That is to help us maintain the non-separatist ideology we have, just seeing everybody as a human being, a loving person created in God's image. Okay, we are 6 minutes in, and it's about time we got started, I think. So here we go. We've just been joined by Norman from Doncaster, UK. But here we go with our little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we're so happy and grateful for you. And we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds that joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they attract true happiness and everything they want and need in life. Amen. Okay, we've also got Richard in from Devon, not far from me, so he'll have been enjoying the weather as well. Lovely weather for beer garden this afternoon. I didn't get the opportunity to do that, but maybe Richard did. I don't know. And we have that little affirmation that I mentioned, and that goes like this. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. And we've got Bonnie Lassie, Bosina Mackenzie from Bonnie, Scotland, Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland. All right, what are we up to? We've not progressed much with the with getting the game site sorted out. I was supposed to have a meeting at 11 o'clock today, and it didn't materialise. I don't know what happened to them. So that was a non-starter. The second avenue or the alternative avenue that we were pursuing through Deviani's suggestion turns into a blind alley. But we have more options, and the two main options will be explored. One on Wednesday, is it tomorrow, the other one, or Thursday? I can't remember. So it's either tomorrow and Wednesday or Wednesday and Thursday. And hopefully we'll get something sorted out in those meetings. And that will help us get that Fun Miracles site underway. The quicker we get it underway, the better. It's been a bit of a frustrating day as well from the point of ROI tips. As I told you yesterday, they need some things submitting on their forms and they were not editable. I did request the edit, but I've not had anything back. I just chased them up about an hour ago, but I've not had a reply to that yet. But we've also got Andrew Dean in on a Tuesday morning from New Zealand. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. For some of you, I suppose it's good night as well. Watching. Whatever time we arrange to broadcast, it's not the best time for everybody. And that's why we have recordings, and you can watch the recordings either in the Facebook group or in the YouTube channel. Right, so that is where we are with the TCP plan, and that is where we are with the Fun Games plan. Short and sweet. I don't have anything to add to that at this moment in time. So Deviani has continued to work on the stable stake. It's not completed yet, but we have made progress. It will definitely be available this week, she said. I'm hoping it'll be available maybe tomorrow or the day after, so we can get other things done as well. But we'll have to wait and see. Things take time. We have to get them right. We have to check them, and once it's there, it's there. It's just another benefit that will be there in your back office. You can, of course, get involved in that now with the stable stake. I can't remember where it is on the website, but it's there, and it's a plan designed to help you get back your initial investment, not only in a stable state, but also in the primary staking. Um, so that is something that is available now, but it's not in your back office yet, but it will be sometime this week. Third-party plans all seem to be progressing well. AAS, Afro Arbitrage Systems, seems to be going from strength to strength. They have literally millions of members, and withdrawals are very, very fast and easy. It's a little bit less easy to get your if you want to top up your account, it takes a little bit more time. It's easy, I suppose, but it doesn't go through like that, like the withdrawals do. The withdrawals in seconds. It takes a couple of days to get your top up through and working for you. CoinMarketBall is also doing very well. They've sorted out the problem they had with the interest rate, or whatever you want to call it, the return on investment rate, which dropped down below an acceptable level through some bug they had. It was still high, don't get me wrong, it's still over 1.1% per day, but it should be 1.2% per day. But they've corrected that, and they made up the payments as well, so that's going well. We have now we started with $200 on I think it was the 21st of February. Now $50 is the annual payment for the bot. Okay, so that's $50 gone, if you like. So we had $150 investment. That's now over $700. It includes some referral commissions, but most of it is from the compounding of that 1.2% per day. And the more you compound, the faster it grows. And don't get impatient with compounding. Don't say at the end of the month, "Oh, I've been compounding all this month and I've still only got this much." Give it another month, and then another month, and then another month. Give it at least 6 months and see where you are, because at 6 months is when it starts to take off. And you'll see massive increases in 9 months. At the end of a year, that's when you can look back and say, "Wow, I'm glad I compounded for a year." And at the end of a year, you should be able to then continue compounding, but also draw cash out. And that's the best plan you can have if you get involved in any of these passive plans. We've got Kingsley in as well from Manchester, UK. I hope it's been a lovely spring day there for you, as it has down here. So the plans are going well. We have, of course, the double up. We opened a Telegram group. I mentioned it yesterday. I did send it out into your messaging, internal messenger, We Share Abundance. I don't want to broadcast it. I want to keep the scammers out of the group if we can. Ultimately, they're going to get in. I know that, but there's no purpose in inviting them in by publicizing the link on Facebook and everywhere else. If we keep it as an internal link, they'll find it harder to get in. And when they do, if we can isolate them and ban them, block them as quickly as possible. They are rife in all elements of the internet, but particularly in Telegram. So let's try and keep them out. But we are already up to, in that group, I think it was 159. I'll just check it for you, just a second. Where are we? Yeah, 159 members we have currently in there. Most of them are interested in the double up plan, which is a great plan. Lovely lady, Rebecca, runs that. I don't know how she manages it single-handedly. I know she's been working pretty much all through the day, just checking messages that have come in over the weekend for various aspects. I don't think she's even got round to the payment side of things yet, but she will be doing that. I think at some stage she's going to have to say, look, we've got enough people in. I just can't handle any more people um, because it's a huge responsibility unless she's got somebody that can come and help her with it. It's a massive task. At the moment, they've got how many? I'll tell you how many is in that group, in the double up group. There's 348 in there, and probably 150 of those are our members. Okay, but I can't imagine that she can handle many more than she's already got. She is working very long hours just trying to keep on top of things. I know because she when she verifies a payment that's come in, a deposit, she sends a message to that person, but she also sends a message to the sponsor saying you've earned a commission. And I know that today my first commission notification came in at something like 1:30 in the morning, which presumably she'd been working from late at night until early morning. Then she probably went to bed and had a few hours sleep. But the regularly through the day, I've been receiving these. You've received a $5 commission and this sort of thing. And the last one I've seen was, I think, at about 3:30 this afternoon. So I mean, everybody needs a break now and again. I don't know how she keeps up, but at the moment, it's going okay. Everybody's getting attended to. It's taking time. I'm not sure that the program will be open indefinitely. It doesn't mean people that are in there will be kicked out. What it means is I think she'll say, look, I can't handle any more people. And she'll have to close the doors, as I say, unless she gets some help somehow, somewhere from other people. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens because it's an amazing program. She seems to be very honest, reliable, upfront about everything, transparent, hardworking, and effective. And to double your money in 4 weeks with somebody like that is a real blessing. So we'll just have to be patient and wait and see what happens and how it goes. I get bombarded by people promoting lots of different plans. The various ones that are this video view thing is very popular at the moment, and you will be able to make some money with that. I think in the short to medium term. It's been tried before, and usually they fail in the long term. But also, I'm not really happy with the guy that's behind that. He's noted for running Ponzi's, and so I think it may not be a stable program. I may be totally wrong. I hope I am, because I know a lot of you will probably be in there and you're probably earning 3% a day or something and happy to be doing it. There's a couple of other passive income programs and arbitrage programs, but I'm very wary of them, particularly after what happened with that. Can't remember what it was called now. Something to do with dogs, auto dog or auto dog bot or bog dog bot. Something to do with dogs and automatic trading, and it was supposed to be um, endorsed by Magic Johnson of basketball fame and all the rest of it. And that turned out to be a scam, and they just disappeared and ran off with all the money. And a lot of these programs that I'm seeing now look like the same software. That doesn't mean that they are not genuine. It doesn't mean that they are. It simply means that I think they are using the same software, and it looks like the same software that was used for that Autodog thing, and also for SoBuy, which was another scam. And it just makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable about getting involved in them. There's one that supposed to have been set up by a guy in India, but to me it looks like the same software. Um, so I'm a little bit reluctant to get involved in any of those things. I think CoinMarketBull is pretty genuine. I'm sure Vortic is very genuine. Get involved in Vortic. And what I would suggest you do is actually making money in these other programs. Some of them will pay you more than Vortic, but put some of your earnings back into Vortic, because I think that is solid, and the earnings there are very good anyway. Um, it's just that, the difference between earning 4% a week or what would it be? 2, 7, 8% a week. Mind you, in Vortic, you can get up to 9% per week, but you've got to put a lot of money in. You can get like 8% with CoinMarketCap with just $50, is it? I think it's $50. It costs you $100 because you've got to buy the box for $50 for that. It might be $100 minimum, or it might be $50 minimum. I can't remember. I think it's $50 minimum. So it's $100 to get involved. So that cuts you. If you're only in at $100, your 8% a week is down to 4% a week. It's the same as Vortic. But if you're in at more than, if you're in at $150 with your $50 bot, $200 invested, your 8% is still higher than Vortic. It's cut down by 25%, so you're at 6%, which you would get if you were at the $10,000 level in Vortic. So you can make very good commissions in these other plans, but take some of your income from those plans and put it into Vortic. I think you're going to be safe in Vortic, and it's going to keep staying there. And run the other plans for as long as they're good. After arbitrage system tomorrow, I think, tomorrow, 28th, they pay 2% for 5 days instead of the 1.65%, and then they pay 3.5%, I think, for 3 days, and then 5% for 2 days. So if you want to get involved in AAS, it's a good time to get involved now because it will give you a bit of a kickstart. You'll get those enhanced payments for 10 days before it drops back down to 1.65% per day, which is also really, really good. Beyond Infinity, we're still offering the same deal. It's $50 to get involved, but we give you $35 back, or you can pay us 15 and we'll pay the 50 for you. I can't think who else. Oh, funds is going well. That's steady. Once again, that is steady, but it's lower than Vortic actually, because it's just 3%, a little bit over 3%. Probably averages 3.1% or something like that a week. But it's very steady, reliable. Withdrawals are very quick. Deposits are quick. So it's a good program, but people expect these like 3% per day for watching videos. If it's genuine, it's okay. But if it is a Ponzi, then people are going to get clobbered with it at some stage. I feel that the plans that we're in at the moment, which is mainly AAS, Vortex, CoinMarketBall, Fund, Beyond Infinity. I think those are all pretty stable plans. I can't guarantee it. Nobody can guarantee it. But I think they're all pretty stable plans, with Vortex being the sort of blue chip plan. And so I'm reluctant to take on anything else unless it becomes obvious that it is really, really good. There is one that I know of, which I'm sure we will be involved in. I'll give you the details of that later. It's a higher investment level, but it is really solidly backed. And so I am seriously thinking that we should perhaps get involved in that. And then as you make money from these other plans, you can perhaps divert some of your profits into there when you've got another maybe $500 to spare, whack it into this new plan or whatever. It is a very powerful plan, but not, when I say powerful, it's not powerful in the fact that it's going to pay you 3 or 5% a day, but it does pay good money regularly, and it's solidly backed. It doesn't mean it's 100% safe. Nothing is 100% safe. Even the one that I love, which is Vortex, isn't 100% safe. There's always a risk with anything that you get involved in. We just need to try and minimize the risk. We've been burned a few too many times early on. We've got to learn from that and keep our hands out of the fire. Okay, where are we? Richard says, mining one Bitcoin is still telling me that I need to repeat my investment, double up, to activate my account. They are not honest, and I certainly won't promote them. I'll be responsible for others, people losing hackers. Yeah, I agree with you, Richard. I'm sticking with them while I am making withdrawals. We have, in fact, and the information is there on my blog. Where are we? We have, in fact, now drawn $830, and we put in 397, so we're in profit 433. And I don't know why, because they didn't pay me on the 8th of March. They just put it in pending, and I thought, oh, here we go, same old story. But it is there, and in fairness, I've had to report that on my blog. But I do say use extreme caution with anything other than the stars or the light contract, and don't trust them. And I, what can we do? Nothing really. But certainly, I wouldn't throw good money after bad with them. It's not a trustworthy way of going about things to stop paying you what they promised and then say, oh, you've got to pay us more money before you get your other money back. It's not good, okay? And I've marked it as high risk. We've got Vaz Nedra. Hi everyone, having a great day. Hope everything is going well for you. Thanks, Vaz. I've not seen you here before, but you're very welcome. I don't know whether you remember or just passing through or somebody's invited you. Let us know where you're from. It's always interesting. People like to know whether people are from this side of the world, the other side of the world, this continent, another continent, etc. So just pop in the comments where you're from, Vaz. It's lovely to see you. Okay. I've lost my page in Facebook here. Oh, I've got it back. Okay. Right. So that's where we are with the passive programs. We also have the feeder for the Live Good plan. That seems to have slowed down drastically at the moment. We're getting people joining, but not many people are paying the $7, and so no money in, no money out, sort of thing. It's up to everybody to pull together, the same as it is in We Share Abundance. We will in We Share Abundance get where we're going anyway, because we know we're doing God's will, and we know we've made mistakes in the past, and we've got things wrong, and we've hurt people unintentionally. But I know that there's that hurt there, and I empathize with the people. But we're not giving up. We are on track, and we are going to get where we intend to go. And everybody, I feel sure, will be happy with We Share Abundance within the course of this year. I was hoping we'd have been seeing some good results for our anniversary, which is around about now, I think. I think we launched around about this time 3 years ago. But things take a little bit longer, and so it's going to be a little bit later before we start to see that influx. But it's coming, without a doubt, it's coming. And there are a lot of things that I can't reveal to you because I've given my word that I won't to the people that are involved. And those are also going to be of massive benefit to us during the course of this year, later in the year. So everything is looking good. It's just taking a little bit more time than I had hoped, but we will get there. I've not been checking on the prices of the tokens. I've not. Well, I did get the figures out. I got them out yesterday as well, I think, but I'm not sure I gave them to you. So anyway, the numbers are: yesterday we had a net increase of 1 in our registered members. Today we've got a net decrease of 3. We have now 38,803 registered members. When we talk about net increase and decrease, it's because we take out people that have not logged in for a couple of months. We get them out of the database, and then we always have new registrations. I mean, I get pretty much every day, sometimes 2, 3, sometimes as many as 5 or 6 a day, little notices from the automated system saying, congratulations, you've just referred a new member. So there are always new members coming in. And I honestly don't do anything very much to promote We Share Abundance. I don't have time. But as long as you persist in doing something, you will get referrals. So where are we? Yeah, so that's our registered members. The active members, we had a well, it's not a net increase, it's just an increase of 24 yesterday and 11 today. So we're up to 4,211 active members. These are people that are logging in on a regular basis, usually every day, because they earn rewards for logging in every day. And what else have we got? Multiply with over the last 2 days, we had an increase of $1 in our bonus pool to $10,093.37. Everything else has stayed the same there. And that increase in the bonus pool is simply from logging in. You get a revenue share, and it just adds up. Multiply with is it's dormant pretty much at the moment from the point of view of income producing. However, it is still a very powerful advertising site. We've got Richard mentioning something here. Let's see what this is. Here's a tip for AAS. I found with AAS, if you put it during the time when the clock shows a negative, it gets picked up in just a few minutes, 25 minutes longest for me. Plus, when your daily interest is calculated, that deposit is included. Okay, you mean it goes into negative? Let's explain a little bit about that. There's a countdown clock for when you next get paid in AAS, and it counts down from 24 hours. And when it gets to zero, it should automatically pay you your investment income. But what tends to happen is it goes into negative, and it can be in a negative for several hours sometimes. I think today it was only, for me anyway, less than an hour. But sometimes it can go into that negative for several hours before it actually activates everything and gets your ROI paid. But then it sets the clock. For example, if it had been in, negative 2 hours, when the clock is reset, instead of it being 24 hours, it's only 22 hours. So you don't miss out in that way. However, what Richard is saying is that if you place a deposit when the clock is showing as negative, it gets picked up in just a few minutes. Does that mean the deposit is added to your investment, Richard, or does that mean you're just showing it as a deposit? Because for me, I've placed deposits at any time and it shows in my account within a few minutes anyway, no matter when I've placed it. But it doesn't get added to my investment until I've had 2 additional ROI payments. So I'm not quite sure whether you're getting that deposit thrown straight into your investment as well, if you do it in a negative period. If you do, that is a really good tip. I'll give it a go tomorrow. If I have any funds to invest, I'll try and get it in while that negative timer is there, and we'll see what happens with it. Okay. So we'll have another look at that, and I'll try and. When you're waiting for the daily payment, yes, it gets added to the investment, and the interest for the day is applied to it. Wow, it sounds really good because it saves you 48 hours really. So I'll give it a go tomorrow if I've got any cash to reinvest there. At the moment, our account is not sufficient to reinvest every day, but I think tomorrow may be an investment day. I can't remember. I get lost a little bit, but I'll certainly give it a try as soon as possible. Okay, sounds like a very good tip. So that's it really. Everything's going okay. It's just not as quickly as we would all like. Me especially. No matter whether it's the development or getting new contracts signed or getting other things done or whatever. But it's coming together, heading in the right direction, and that's the main thing. We keep moving forward. If you keep moving forward, you've got to get where you want to go. Okay. Let me check Melon up and see if we've got any questions or anything in there from people. Lewis was in early on from Portugal in YouTube. I'm scrolling down now and I can't see any more comments there. Okay, so that pretty much covers it for today. Dave Coulter is still celebrating his 10th wedding anniversary, taking a vacation with his wife Angie. They're in Egypt at the moment, but I don't think they're going to be there for much longer. I can't remember how long they've gone for. But he says Egypt is the place to go for a vacation. It's very, very cheap, he says. A good hotel, $30 to $40 a night. He says an appetizer is only costing $1 and a main course $4. Um, and that is that is good value. He's enjoying the value there. And the sunshine. He sent me some pictures of him and his wife riding camels around the pyramids and the Sphinx. Um, so I'm sure he'll be back soon. I know he's coming back to the States, uh, getting everybody sorted out and up and running and answering queries and doing things. And then I think he's off to the Philippines for uh, about a week, and then he's off to India for about a week before he's back in the States again. So lots going on with Avazu as well. I've not been able to keep pace with what's going on. I've just been too busy. But I think that rewards program has started, so you need to get your tickets sold to get into that top 1,000. If you get um, into that rewards program, you've got to sell 25 tickets at any value, whether it's just $20 or whether it's $2,500 or whatever the top one is. Sell 25 tickets in the period of the draw selling tickets until the last ticket's gone, which is approximately 3 months. You will be entered into that rewards program, and in that rewards program, 1,000 people are going to get cash plus a prize. I'll have to have a word with him when he gets back to see if we can get some sort of breakdown of what's available in there. But I know the top prize is $1 million. I don't think you'll need to sell an awful lot of tickets to be up challenging for that. In all honesty, I don't. Dave seems to think that you will, but I hope he's right, really, because I hope some people sell a lot of tickets. But my experience of this sort of thing is that the winner will probably not have sold thousands of tickets or anything like that. Maybe 100, maybe a couple of hundred. I don't think there's going to be anybody selling more than that. I hope I'm wrong. I hope everybody sells thousands, but as long as you get your 25, get into that 1,000. That's the main thing. I've been at him for a long time to get some gift cards done that you could give away to people. And then you could use those in incentives or anything else for other things and get your sales up. But he has got them underway now, but they won't be available for this draw. Maybe for the next draw. Whether they'll have a reward program similar in the next draw or not, I don't know. But give it a go. Give the Avazu thing a go. Okay. That's it from me for today. I'm here every day, same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group. We share abundance publicly. Between now and then, get out there, share some love and abundance, help a few people out, give away some of those soap coupons, help people with them. They will make money giving them away. And a lot of people need something that they can do to make some money without it costing them anything. So just find a few people and help them. So until tomorrow, be WISA warriors, get out there, go the extra mile, and I'll see you same time, same place. As I said, I'll treat the same. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Oh, wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Yeah, in a wild crocodile.